This superfood absolutely blew up my physique in about 3 years, and I don't want to waste your time in this video. It is meat. If you are not eating meat right now, then you need to start, because I could not have got to this position if I was just eating like porridge and oats and protein shakes. Now, I'll explain why in this video. So this is literally what I eat, and I am not joking you, by the way. This is my current diet. Meat, preferably red meat. Red meat is good for you. Red meat, eggs, raw milk, not milk you find in supermarkets, raw milk straight from the cow, and fruit. That is it. Just think about that for a second. You see, I used to eat foods like these, which are not bad. They're not bad. They're definitely better than what most people drink, like Monster and everything like that. So I was having like porridge with pasteurized milk, which is store-bought milk. I had banana, I had cinnamon. Then I had like a protein shake that I made myself. I didn't make like these protein shakes. I didn't really drink them. And then I'd maybe have, you know, like some salad with some potatoes and whatever. And that's okay. Oats are okay, but they're not the best at building muscle. I always used to think calories in, calories out. That's what you probably heard a million times. You know, the more calories you eat, if you eat in a calorie surplus, then you'll gain weight. Yes, however, all the nutrients and all of the protein from, say, oats and things like that are not animal products, so oats, vegetables, potatoes, whatever, you can't absorb all of it. Proteins are amino acids, and each protein is made up of multiple different amino acids. And when you have a complete protein, it's got like all the essential amino acids that you need. However, things like, for example, peanuts or wheat, whatever, they don't have complete proteins. So when you say you're getting, for example, you're getting 25 grams of protein, you can't absorb all of that. So you're technically getting about 5 grams of protein. Whereas in the beef and eggs, you're getting all of it. You can absorb pretty, like, you know, 99% of it, because it's what's called bioavailable. That just means you can absorb it, essentially. So this protein shake, you know, it's like strawberry neon flavored or something, you know, it's got like a ton of different chemicals in it. So say you had a protein goal of 150 grams in a day, and you drank like, you know, 5 of these or whatever, then you would actually be like about another 100 grams off, 50 grams off, whatever, because you can't absorb it. So when you think you're getting the desired amount of protein, you're getting the correct amount of protein, you're not, because you can't absorb this protein. That's why you need to eat meat. As soon as I started eating meat, I noticed massive progress. So this was also, it makes you bloated. I forgot to mention this. It makes you insanely bloated. Like, this is me, like almost 3 years in, right? When I was still eating oats, I was still eating this diet. You can't absorb all the protein from the oats. The calories don't really matter. It's the macro and micronutrients. So like, as in protein, as in the macronutrient, and then what types of proteins, like the amino acids, as the micronutrients. That's what gets you big. This actually just makes me fat. When I eat oats, I'm like, oh God. And this is what I look like. I'm not even joking. This is what I look like. I was just unflexed, just in the mirror, right? Look at that. 3 years of training for that. Look at it. It's horrible, right? But now, the exact same position, except I was eating this diet, my current diet. And this is what I look like. That is me with my stomach completely flexed out, like no flexing or no good lighting or anything, and just going like, like that. Look at the difference. Look at that. That is not, you're not supposed to be eating, whatever makes that happen, you're not supposed to be eating that. You're not supposed to be eating oats. When I'm eating meat and eggs and fruit, look at me there, so much better. And obviously I have abs if I wind forward, or if I actually flex and getting good lighting, I've got abs, whereas I don't really there. Like, I do a little bit, but you can see it's sort of, you know, you can see the gyno and it's not very defined and everything, whereas that is way more chiseled, right? And the most interesting bit is, are you ready for this? I'm actually eating less calories than I was before. Remember, calories in, calories out, whatever. I was eating less calories than I was before. I wasn't getting this bloating, so I was actually losing body fat, and I was still gaining muscle. I was gaining strength in the gym. So I was losing fat and gaining strength, meaning I'm gaining muscle. My weight stays pretty much the exact same, around 62, except all my strength is going up. This is like a little app called Lift Off that I use to track my progress in the gym. And everything's going up like crazy. Like every single time I go to the gym, you know, some lifts go up. For example, you know, high to low cable fly, I go up like about 2 reps in one go. I'm like, what the hell? And that's because I'm eating meat. That's because I'm eating bioavailable protein. I'm able to absorb all the protein that I'm eating. And then my body's finally like, thank the Lord, I can actually use some protein to build muscle now. Because before I was eating, you know, like buttermilk Scotch pancakes or whatever. And it's like, oh, they have 5 grams of protein per pancake, even though I can only absorb 0.5 of them, so I wasn't getting the protein I needed. And calories in, calories out doesn't really matter. Like, look at the difference here. Look at the difference. So just start eating meat, please. That's all you need to do. Start eating meat, start eating more eggs, because they're fantastic for you. You need these proteins. Animal products, if you have an animal product, something that comes from an animal, so milk, meat, eggs, fish, that kind of thing. They are all very bioavailable sources of protein. Done. If you want even more help to get to the point that you want to get to, where you're actually finally building muscle instead of being like a little skinny kid or like being a fat kid like I was, which I've never been a fat kid before. If you want like a full step-by-step muscle building guide, just like this one, which goes into precise details on exactly what you need to do, all the science and everything like that. And also you want a community of like-minded guys who are actually on the same path, who agree with the same things you're talking about, instead of going to school, going to class, and the kids are there like, oh, bodybuilding's gay or whatever like that. You actually want to talk to some people who know what they're talking about. Then I have a program linked below, a school community that is built for you. You also get a one-on-one strategy session with me. So for half an hour, 45 minutes, I can literally give you a personalized plan of how you can reach your goals. So if you're like, how do I get to this point? How can I build 10 kg of muscle in this amount of time or whatever? I can literally say, this is the exact meal plan. Like, we have custom meal plans and everything, so you don't need to do anything. Literally, you don't have to do anything. I just tell you the exact steps and you follow them and you get big and you get strong, you get defined, you get the girls, everything. So to gain full access to that, first link in the description, click that. I will see you later. Good night.